that Made in the USA label can't just be stamped on any product, Chris Carter.
I know, like anything I'm wearing right now.
There are actually real qualifications behind it, and here to talk about what certifies a product to make that claim is Julie Reiser and Kevin DiMatteo, owners of Made in the USA Certified Inc. Thank you both for being with us.
Pleasure to be here.
Okay, I have a product. It's made in the USA. I bring it to you. I pay you, basically, and you test it. Is that how it works?
It is. Kevin, you want to take that?
Sure. What we do is we reach out to U.S. manufacturers. They reach out to us, and they want to become certified. It's a relatively simple process, although a rigorous process. We do something that no other company does in the United States, and we perform a rigorous supply chain audit on the company product. We don't certify a company, we certify its product lines. And in so doing, it's a process that essentially is a supply chain audit of the component parts of that product.
Now, do the raw materials have to start in the USA as well?
Absolutely.
Everything?
Absolutely. There's two basic fundamental components to the process itself, and it, for the most part, follows the guidelines established by the FTC. Mm-hmm. The FTC says basically two things in their 40 or 50 pages. They say that the 100% of the labor or the assemblage of that product must be here in the United States. When it comes to the component parts of that product, there's no real line in the sand, but it's essentially 70% or better of those component parts with USA as the country of origin.
Julie, do people still care if a product is stamped with that certification? I mean, does it mean as much as it used to?
You know, I think that there is a fundamental shift happening in America right now because of our economy and because Americans are unable to find jobs. And I disagree with your previous guest saying that the United States is just going to become a service industry only. I don't believe that we can have a strong economy without a strong U.S. manufacturing base. We can't just be a service country. I think finally Americans are making the connection between U.S. jobs and our economy. Americans can't find jobs. They're losing their homes, and it comes down to the fact that there are no jobs. Why are there no jobs? Well, we have no manufacturing. So I think that they're making that connection. People are reading labels more and more. They're looking for labels like certified organic, country of origin. I think it is more and more important to consumers, and they are making that connection, which is key.
Well, it was a quality control issue, right, for a while. I mean, and I think that must have helped the cause. Products coming in from China, there was issues with them, and all of a sudden people kind of went into a little scare too. I'm sure that helped your business as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, very dangerous things have gone on between the Chinese drywall, between the toys that you buy for your kids that you think you're giving them a fun little toy, and the next thing you know, their esophagus is ripped open. I mean, that kind of stuff should not be happening in America at all. And currently, right now, there is no national standard to monitor that type of stuff. So we hope to become the national standard of being able to go in and audit these companies, verify that claim of Made in USA, give them our seal as a stamp of approval so consumers can stay safe, their families can stay safe, and keeping companies honest.
So you need to become the gold standard, but how do you do that? I mean, what type of a competition do you have out there right now? Somebody else could say, well, I've got my own auditing process, et cetera, and I could say it's made in the USA, et cetera, et cetera.
Chris, great question. What we have and what we've established is a proprietary process. There are other organizations out there. There are a multitude, a plethora of websites that have cropped up in the last couple of years proudly claiming to be flag-waving, patriotic manufacturing organizations. What we have done is by establishing we really have the process down. There are no other organizations that do what we do. We roll up our sleeves. We do, in essence, a forensic study on that supply chain. There are no other organizations in the United States that do what we do.
How did you start the company, or why did you start the company?
Well, you know, years ago, my husband and I started a company called Made in USA Magazine, and we were printing a magazine that went around and told the stories of the American manufacturer, kind of the all-American story of, I mean, some of these companies that we have in the United States are so great. They go back to the late 1800s, early 1900s. They're still family-run businesses. They employ whole towns and cities. Really, it is the American story. Well, as we were printing that magazine and we saw those companies going out of business as outsourcing really took hold of our country, it occurred to us, well, how do we really know that that claim is true? I mean, you can stamp it on your product, but how do you know that's true? And who's doing the checking? So inspired by Certified Organic and UL listing and the Good Housekeeping Seal of approval, we came up with this concept to verify that claim.
Okay, and before we go, quickly tell us the website.
USA-C.com.
Made in USA certified.
Yeah,
I have a shirt too.
I actually got some swag for once.
I got a Diva shirt.
So cute.
Yours is bedazzled.
This is
I got a Diva shirt.
This is the seal you want to be looking for.
There it is right there.
Right there.
Julie Reiser, Kevin DiMatteo, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
USA certified.